Ever wondered what takes a company from just, existing to really thriving? Today, we're going deep on powerful mission statements. We get this awesome article from World Insider, Powerful Mission Statements, Expert Guide to Success, came out just the other day. So we're going to break it all down, give you the need-to-know stuff about mission statements, make it practical, but also, hopefully, some light bulb moments along the way.
It's more than just like corporate buzzwords. What's interesting is how a well-crafted statement, it's almost like a compass, right? Guides your choices, even helps you attract the best people.
And get this, Bain & Company did this study, right? Companies with a clear mission, they're outperforming everyone else, like by a lot, 30%.
Yeah.
That's got to make you think, right?
Totally. It's all about getting everyone on the same page. CEO to the person who just started, all working towards that same thing. But it wasn't always this way. The article talks about how mission statements, they used to be just for these huge corporations back in the day, mid-20th century kind of thing. But now they're essential, no matter your size, even for individuals, which is pretty wild when you think about it.
Seriously. It's like everyone's got one now, from that little coffee shop down the street to like the biggest tech companies. But we've all seen them, right? The generic ones, the we care about customers kind of thing. There's a huge difference between that and a statement that really grabs you.
100%. And that's what we're getting into today, the anatomy of a mission statement that truly makes an impact. The article breaks it down into 4 key parts: purpose, the business itself, values, and then your goals.
Okay, so purpose. Seems kind of self-explanatory, but I feel like there's more to it.
You're right. It's more than just what you do. It's that why behind it all. Think about Tesla, right? Their mission isn't we build electric cars. It's to accelerate the world's transition to sustainable energy. That purpose, it just like explodes out way beyond just the product.
They've managed to capture something much bigger, like a whole shift in how we do things.
Yeah.
Makes you think about the why behind everything you buy.
Okay, so purpose is huge, but what about the business part? Isn't that a given?
You'd think so, but that's where a lot of companies kind of stumble. You got to be super clear about what you're offering and who it's for. Google, they nailed it. To organize the world's information and make it universally accessible and useful. So simple, yet bam, super powerful. It's about owning your space, being specific. Especially now when there's so much out there, it's key.
Exactly. All right, let's talk values. We hear it everywhere now, but why is it so important for a mission statement? Authenticity. That's the key.
Yeah, people can sniff out a fake from a mile away, especially, younger generations. They can tell if you're all talk.
Right. Your actions and your values, they got to match up. Otherwise, your mission statement just falls flat. The article uses Starbucks. They're not just slinging coffee. They want to inspire and nurture the human spirit, one person, one cup, and one neighborhood at a time. You can feel that genuine, connection in there.
And it works. People connect with that. They've made something as simple as grabbing coffee feel, I don't know, kind of emotional.
Totally. And that connection, that's powerful stuff. All right, last but not least, goals. Now, you might think that's more for a business plan, but it's crucial in a powerful mission statement, too.
So you're connecting what you're doing now with where you want to be down the line, showing ambition, but not losing sight of the big picture.
Exactly. Take Amazon. To be Earth's most customer-centric company. Bold statement, right? It's not just about making money this quarter. It sets a direction. Like, they're playing the long game.
It's like playing chess, not checkers, thinking long term. But let's be real. Even with those 4 pieces in place, purpose, business, values, goals, making a mission statement that really sings, that's an art.
It really is. And just like a catchy song, keeping it short and sweet, that's key. The article, they mentioned this study, Frontiers in Psychology, found that shorter mission statements, they stick with people, easier to remember.
Makes sense, right? It's like we're drowning in information these days. A short, powerful phrase, that's what cuts through.
Exactly. I bet you've seen those mission statements, right? Stuffed with jargon, so long and complicated. Actually, the article gave this funny example. It was something like, our mission is to leverage cutting-edge technologies and synergistic partnerships to deliver innovative solutions. It's almost painful.
Oh, yeah. We've all been there trying to decipher that corporate language. What's a better way to say it?
The article had a much better version. We create user-friendly technology solutions that improve people's lives and drive business growth. Short, impactful, gets the point across.
A few different words and bam, night and day.
Totally. Now, before we go any further, gotta address this. People always get it mixed up. Mission statement versus vision statement.
Yeah, it's a common one, for sure.
Think of it this way. Your mission statement, it's all about right now, the present. Who are you? What do you do? But your vision statement, that's all about the future. It's the big, hairy, audacious goal you're aiming for.
So mission is like the what and the why, and vision is the where.
Perfect way to put it. The article had some really good examples of vision statements, like big companies, Amazon, to be Earth's most customer-centric company, IKEA, to create a better everyday life for the many people. Ambitious, looking ahead, and super inspiring.
Those are good ones. Okay, so we've got our definitions straight, the key parts, why being clear is so important. But besides, sounding fancy on a website, what's the real benefit of putting in the work to make a good mission statement? What's the payoff?
That's the million-dollar question, right? The good news is the article, it really breaks down the benefits. First up, decisions, making them. Remember that Bain & Company study we talked about? They also found that companies that actually use their mission statement when they're making decisions, they see a 6% higher return on their investments. 6%, that's huge.
6%, just from consistently checking their decisions against their mission. That's wild.
It shows how powerful that internal compass can be. And it's not just about the money. Think about how it affects your team. Everyone's working together, same mission, same values. You get that all in the same boat kind of vibe. Gallup found that when you've got employees who are really engaged, you can see a 17% jump in productivity.
I mean, who wouldn't want that, right? A team that's more motivated, getting more done.
Exactly. And it goes beyond that. A good mission statement helps you build your own identity as a brand, stand out, which is so important these days with so much competition.
Right. People have so many choices. They want to support companies that actually stand for something they believe in.
Totally. The article, it brings up this Harvard Business Review study that said purpose-driven brands, the ones with a clear mission, they grow 3 times faster than everyone else.
So it's not just about everyone being on the same page inside the company. It can actually mean real success in the market.
It's a powerful combo. And, we've been talking big picture, whole companies, but a strong mission statement, it's not just for them. The article makes a good point about how startups especially, they really need to focus on their mission from the get-go.
That makes sense. Startups, they're all about new ideas, shaking things up, but I can see how not having a clear purpose could really backfire.
For sure. CB Insights, they're all about startup data, and they found that one of the biggest reasons startups fail is because they lack a clear purpose. It's not enough to just have a cool product or service. You need a reason for being, something that connects with people, investors, customers, and maybe most importantly,
the people you hire. Startups, they need the best of the best. And these days, top talent, they're not just looking for a paycheck. They want to be part of something bigger.
Exactly. That's where a mission statement comes in. It's a recruiting tool. It shows what your company is all about, that you're committed to something more than just making a profit.
It's the difference between come work for us and join us on this amazing mission. Way more powerful.
Absolutely. But even with big dreams, startups, even established companies, they got to find a balance, right? Ambition is great, but it's got to be realistic.
Yeah, setting the bar too high, making promises you can't keep, that can be just as bad as having no direction at all.
Exactly. The article talked about finding that sweet spot. Aim high for sure, but keep it real, make sure it's achievable. They give the example of Airbnb. Their mission is belong anywhere.
It's a big goal, right? But it connects to what they do, connecting people with travel experiences.
Exactly. It works because it taps into that human need to connect, to feel like you belong. It's more than just booking a place to stay.
It's brilliant. Another one that comes to mind, Stripe. Online payments. Their mission is increase the GDP of the internet.
Now that's ambitious. And it shows they're all about making it easier to buy and sell online for everyone, which could boost the entire digital economy.
So it's about thinking big, but having a plan to get there. This has been so helpful. But before we get into how-to of writing your own mission statement, I want to touch on something else, personal mission statements. It's like having that compass, but for your career, right? Especially these days, things change so fast.
It's all about owning your story. Imagine walking into an interview. You're not just listing off your skills. You're saying, this is what drives me. This is what I stand for. This is where I want to go. Powerful stuff.
It's like you're showing them who you are, not just what's on your resume.
Exactly. And it's not just for job hunting either. Think about it. A personal mission statement. It can help you make decisions, stay motivated, even make you a better leader. It's about lining up what you do every day with your big goals and values, just like we talked about with companies.
It's that internal compass, but for you personally.
Okay.
So for everyone listening who's ready to create their own mission statement, company or personal, what are the key takeaways from the article? Where do we even start?
They had a really clear guide, and it all starts with WHY. What are your core values? the beliefs that drive your work. What kind of mark do you want to make on the world? It's bigger than just a job title or making money. It's about what really lights you up inside.
It's like, where does your passion meet the value you bring to the table?
Exactly. And they actually suggest using this tool. It's called the Value Proposition Canvas. It helps you see what makes you unique, how your skills and values fit a need. Visualizing it can be super helpful.
We'll make sure to link that in the show notes for everyone. So we've got our why, our core purpose. What's next on the mission statement journey?
It's goal setting time. What do you want to achieve? Where do you see yourself in a year? 5 years? 10 years? And remember, SMART goals, gotta love them.
Well, classic for a reason, right? Makes those big goals seem less daunting. All right, we've got our why, our goals, and hopefully by now, a good sense of what makes us stand out. Ready to start writing.
Almost. They also say to think about your audience. Who are you trying to reach with your mission statement? Is it possible? Employers, customers, investors, it's got to resonate with them.
It's like anything else. Communication is key, right? Got to know who you're talking to. Okay, so we've got our purpose, our goals, our unique thing, and we've thought about our audience. Now can we write this thing?
Go for it. Time to put pen to paper or fingers to keyboard, whichever works. And keep it concise. Remember that study about shorter being better? A sentence, maybe two, that sums up your mission.
Short and sweet. Gotta love it. Anything else to keep in mind?
Be clear. Use words everyone gets. No jargon, no overly complicated sentences. And don't be afraid to get feedback. Show your draft to people you trust, colleagues, mentors, friends. See what they think.
It's a process, right? You tweak it, refine it.
Yeah.
Speaking of evolving, the article talked about the future of mission statements. Any big trends we should be thinking about?
One that stood out, sustainability. It's huge. Consumers are way more conscious now. They want to support companies that care. The article mentioned this PwC study. Almost 80% of consumers, they think about a company's values when they're buying something.
So it's not just about looking good, it's good business sense.
Exactly. Another one, the digital age. It's not going away. The article argues that mission statements, they got to be adaptable, future-proof. Technology's always changing. They used Microsoft as an example. Over the years, they've changed their mission statement to stay current, stay relevant.
Got to stay true to yourself, but also be ready to adapt, right?
Exactly. And lastly, they talked about all the crazy stuff happening in the world lately, the pandemic, climate change. It's making people rethink their priorities, their impact.
Yeah, it's about more than just the bottom line. It's about purpose.
100%. And that's really what it all comes down to. A well-crafted mission statement. It's not just a fancy slogan. It's a guide. Helps you through tough times, helps you make decisions, and hopefully helps you build a better future.
It's about making sure everything you do, individually, as a company, it all lines up with a bigger purpose. This has been an awesome deep dive. Thanks for breaking it all down for us.
Happy to be here.
And to everyone listening, take this and run with it. Create that mission statement. Look at it often. Let it guide you and see what amazing things you can achieve.